On our interview segment, the founder, Africa Marine Environment Sustainability Initiative, tells us about the challenges of the marine environment in Africa and how this has impacted negatively on the economic sustainability, development, and viability of the region. Hear her.
So I would like to ask, how important is the marine environment to humans around the world?
Yes, it's very, very important. First of all, I will want to refer you to the fact that it's well known that 70% of the Earth's surface is covered by water. And out of this 70%, 97% at least is covered by the oceans and seas. And apart from the ocean, being a habitat for so many, over 2 million organisms, it is also very, very important to human in terms of regulating the climatic situation, providing food such as fishes for man, which is a huge source of protein, for example, when you talk about fish, providing recreation, and this recreation can be translated also to a source of income. And it provides many medicinal plants, actually, for human, and also oxygen. Without oxygen, we won't be in existence. The ocean has a huge deposit of ozone that can break and keep breaking and recycling and be forming oxygen for us. So many, and it also provides opportunity, business opportunity, just like we know importation and exportation cannot be done without cargoes, especially without transportation by sea.
What are the challenges facing the African marine environment, and how have they affected the economic development and viability of the region?
The challenges facing the marine environment of Africa can be rightly grouped under pollution. For example, pollution as number one. And when you're talking about pollution, you're talking about upland pollution and pollution from activities at sea, So you're talking about pollution from land. You can remember like the deposition of marine debris from rivers, from communities, coastal communities, other activities too, on the coast into the ocean. Then you talk about, if we're talking about pollution from activities within the ocean, you talk about pollution coming up from vessels, and discharge of ballast water, oil spill, things like that, and even emission of air pollution, emission from vessels. Then you look at you talk about pollution coming from rigs and so many other platforms in the ocean. Thank you.
You wrote a book titled Regulating the Marine Environment of Africa Towards Sustainable Blue Economy, which is the Nigerian scenario. So what is the overall message you try to pass across with the book?
I've been toying with this idea for over 10 years, gathering facts and things like that. And that is it. So at a point, I started writing then. I was waiting. Oh, okay, why don't I now situate Nigeria? Nigeria has everything that could really demonstrate what is needed in Africa. So I now situated it using Africa as Nigeria as a scenario, because it has with it's really needed to launch into blue economy, yet it's understated, underutilized, So I came up with the idea of putting all these things together, and the book now referred to origin of for example, of environmental protection in Nigeria. After looking at the resources we have in the whole of Africa, then Nigeria, dwelt on Nigeria, and these resources, how they have been utilized, explored and exploited in some cases also. The stressors, and things like that. Then the book still looked at what other regions, other countries, and other and regional agreements. For example, what Norway is doing, what Canada is doing, what European Union is doing, what Seychelles. Seychelles is an African country, but it's now championing the blue economy paradigm. So I looked at all this. I now extracted how we can move on in African countries, especially Nigeria, for example, putting Nigerian situation at the fore.
So we all know that the marine pollution is a global environmental problem today. What solutions can you proffer to this?
Yeah, as you know, the maritime issue is a global issue, as we've all agreed. So I will want to look at it by considering our own continent, Africa. So Africa, we come up with so many ECOWAS. There's also ECOWAS strategy for launching into the blue economy, which is the marine, utilizing these resources in the marine environment. And we also connected to other international agenda. We are part of we are implementing the recommendations for sustainable development goal as was put on by the UN in 2017, especially the one on goal 14, which has to do with life below the sea. We've been so associated with global agenda on maritime affairs, but then there is need, for example, in Africa, for us to bond more